Hey everybody, let's get started.
Buying a home or selling.
Oh, let's try that again. We are loading.
Sales ATL can help.
With the current Atlanta real estate market, buyer and seller opportunity are better than ever.
Yay!
Thank y'all so much. But I'll take it from here. Sellers, this is your market. It's time.
We're having a little technical difficulties.
Time for you to get off of that fence and put your home on the market.
Hey Instagram.
And get it sold to my buyers who are waiting for you to list your home. I'd love to earn your business, so please.
Well, we're gonna can that for now, guys, but you get the point. This is Trish.
Please give Trish a call at Keller Williams Realty Buckhead.
Maybe it will play, maybe it won't play. Hey, but anyway, we are still gonna have a good day despite the tech difficulties that we are experiencing from our YouTube.
404-604-3800.
Spotty but going, but you get the point. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Trish. I am here again on this Wednesday. Every Wednesday we gather here and we do our Wednesday weekly real estate update, weekly real estate tidbit. Hey, ID. Hey, Nikki. You'll be on in a second, so get ready, get ready, get ready. But thank you, everybody. I have two cameras on me, so if you see me looking another way, I'm not looking at you, but I'm also on Instagram as well. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a full lineup packed on today, so I want you all to get ready. Fasten your seatbelts because we got a lot of information to cover in an hour. So, I wanted you guys to, here we go, Instagram. Can you see me, guys? It's always that one camera that's acting up. So, hey, Instagram. But we have a full show packed today. So I want you guys to fasten your seatbelts, get ready for the ride because we have a lot of information to cover. Welcome back. Within a week, it's always a lot of stuff that's going on. It's January, but how did we get to the end of January already? What happened? What happened, y'all? Because it was just, I'm looking for my notes. It was just, we were just saying Happy New Year. And here we are, where we're almost at the end of January going into February. So, wow, guys, wow is all that I can say. Thank you so much for everybody that is tuning in right now to this. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to get on at 1 p.m. so that you can get your weekly real estate update. So much happens within a week. And I'll just go ahead and I'll get into it. I am Trish. For those, if this is your first time tuning in or if this is the replay, I am Trish Myrick Bridgers. I am a realtor in Atlanta, Georgia. I have been in the business for 10 years, but really 10 plus years. I got my license when the market collapsed back in 2008. And many wondered, you just got your license and the real estate market collapsed. But guess what? When you can survive adversity, you can survive anything. So I got a lot of teaching, got a lot of training, got a lot of experience under my belt. One of the things that I do focus heavily on is knowledge and education, because I do believe that if you have the proper knowledge, you can make an educated decision. And that is exactly what's needed in today's real estate market. You know, we have a lot of people that look online, you know, they read a lot of articles, you know, and that's the purpose of this News Talk vlog. And it's a vlog because it's a video blog. But that's the purpose of it, to give you additional information and to arm you with the knowledge that's needed to make the best real estate decision. So thank you so much for tuning in. That's a little bit about me. I am a native Atlantan. I'm an APS graduate, went on to UGA, got my real estate license. And here I am, you know, 10 years in the business. I absolutely love what I do. I love being a servant leader, a servant in my community. And that is just a little bit about me. So if you have any questions, you can always message me. You can always ask me. And I'll put my information up on the screen. So that way, if you need to call me, you can text me, you can email me. You can also visit my website. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. I let you guys know, you know, the purpose of me doing this every week is to get that information out there and get it out there fairly quickly. Simply because, like I said, I get lots of questions and I just want to be able to serve my community in a good way. So the next thing that we are going to talk about, I always try to do a motivational quote. I do the motivational quote to, you know, help uplift you. You know, everybody's had a hectic week. Hey, Barrett. Hey, he's on Instagram, y'all. But everybody has a pretty hectic week. So the quote for this week comes from Ralph Waldo Emerson. And it says, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is a great accomplishment. Let me tell you, hey, Rico, let me tell you, in a world, especially in Atlanta, where Atlanta has become the new Hollywood, you have many people who try to put on a facade and try to be something that they're not. Let me tell you, just be yourself. That's the greatest accomplishment. And that's the greatest thing that you can do. Is be yourself. And guess what? Own it. Own who you are. You know, nobody does anything exactly alike. There are a lot of realtors in Atlanta, but that's not going to stop me from being a realtor. I just have to be the best realtor that I know how to be and service my clients. So moving on, we're going to talk about some real estate news that you can use. So hopefully stuff works. Today, my system is a little slow for some reason. But how many of you all were happy that the Rams won the NFC Championship? Was it me? Am I the only one that was absolutely happy that they won? I definitely was happy. We did not particularly want the Saints coming to Atlanta. And I don't think I was the only one, because I hear that our dear mayor, she caught a lot of flack from the New Orleans Saints fans. She caught a lot of flack, guys. So we have to support our mayor. Here's a little snippet of what she said. So let's see if we'll get played today, because I want y'all to hear this. So stand by. Give me 1 second to play it. Let's see. Computer's moving a little slow today, but guess what? We will get it done.
With Wix, you can create a professional website that...
Right one, though. Let's go here.
Joke about the Saints not, being out here in Atlanta for the Super Bowl. If you had two teams pick, are there any two teams you'd like to see come down here and their fans come to Atlanta?
Is anybody other than the Saints? I know there's gonna be a bounty on my head for saying that, but it can't be the Falcons. And hey, as long as it's not the Saints, then I'm happy.
Can you talk about the recent success, of course, of Atlanta United? We see the new stadium downtown. How big it has, the game in the world here in Atlanta, and everything that'll come along with it.
I think that it really speaks to how we dream in Atlanta. I had a conversation with.
You heard it from our mayor. She said anybody but the Saints, and I would have to tend to agree. She caught a lot of heat. I saw some memes. I saw people with these nasty T-shirts that I think were, a little over the top. But hey, that's my opinion. I don't feel like anybody should be disrespected in any type of manner. And that's kind of what I saw on the T-shirt. So I agree when I saw this meme. This had to be the best one when it says that she said what she said. Oh, I definitely agree with that. So that was super cool. The Rams are coming to Atlanta. Atlanta has officially adopted the Rams as the Atlanta Rams, which is really cool. And everybody's kind of behind them, hoping that some folks from Los Angeles will want to migrate to Atlanta, which would be awesome for the real estate market. I mean, that would really get our economy and get it jumping even more in Atlanta. We would just have to find the space. But if you have been around town lately, you probably see a lot of construction projects going on. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to where people are building. Okay, that's just a little tip from Trish that I often use. So moving right along, some other good news that was received this week is in reference to Atlanta's own Miss Gladys Knight. She will be performing the national anthem. So that is really cool, y'all. I mean, she's Atlanta's own, which, last week I talked about Big Boy doing the halftime show. So we definitely want that Atlanta representation, especially since, they're coming to our city, for such a momentous occasion. We definitely want some Atlanta representation on that stage. So kudos, Miss Knight. She went to Archer High School, like I said, from Atlanta, and now she's going to take that Super Bowl stage, and we are definitely excited about that. We are definitely excited about that. Okay, so moving forward, I was recently reading an article, and it came from Curbed Atlanta, and it was talking about the Atlanta rental rate. From my understanding, Atlanta's rent has increased, and it has outpaced much of the country. Much of the country, y'all. I mean, this is crazy. It is 90% of apartments that popped up in Atlanta in 2015 has been deemed luxury living. So we're not even talking about affordable housing. We're talking about luxury living. And they say that's because of the strong job growth in the Atlanta area. So when a house is deemed like affordable living, that means that the rent price is under $13.53. So the affordable housing limit, and this came from statistics from RealPage, is $1,353. That's what they consider affordable living, affordable housing. So Atlanta, they have outpaced that. The rent price increase climbed to about 4.8% over the past 12 months. So the highest, the number one city that has the highest rental rate is Las Vegas in Nevada. The second highest is Orlando in Florida, and Georgia, actually Atlanta. Atlanta actually ties with Jacksonville, Florida at 4.8. And so the average rent price in Atlanta is $1,200. And that's like a 94.7% occupancy, meaning that 94% of the people in Atlanta pay at least $1,200 for rent. And then nationally, 95% of people pay $1,300 for rent. So that is like, wow. That is a major increase. And if you follow me on social media, if you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, I released a chart this past week, and it talks about the real cost of renting. And on the real cost of renting, for instance, if your rent is $500 in 1 year, and I broke it down to what you will be spending in the next year, 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years. And this is very important for my home buyers. This month has been actually dedicated. If you've been watching my broadcast every week, this month has been dedicated to my home buyers. And so what I'm trying to do is arm you with the knowledge, because if you can go and you can pay, like they said in Atlanta, the average rent is $1,200, and 95% of people who rent pay at least $1,200, you can definitely go and purchase a home. You can afford to purchase a home if you are paying that amount in rent. And so I would love to assist you so that we can kind of talk through these numbers, because they were astounding. If you pay $500 in rent the first year, you're spending $6,000. Over 5 years, if you stay in that same place and your rent is $500, you spend $30,000. In 10 years, if you stay in that same place 10 years and your rent is $500, you have spent $60,000. And over 15 years, if you have spent $500 in rent per month, you have literally spent $90,000. $90,000 has gone to a landlord. There are two mortgages. You can get a 15-year and a 30-year mortgage. So when I saw those numbers, they were very astounding to me. They were very astounding because if you stayed in one place for 15 years and you pay $90,000, then that means that in 30 years, if your home was, let's say, $180,000, you paid down half of your home within 15 years. But see, your home is your own asset. So instead of putting your money and giving it to a landlord, you should definitely put yourself in position to purchase your own home and build equity in your own investment. So that's why I release these numbers, to let you know. And if they say that the average person in Atlanta is paying $1,200 for rent, 95% of the people that rent pay at least $1,200. So that's translated that over 1 year, they paid $14,400. Okay. In 5 years, if they stay in that same place for 5 years, they spent $72,000. In 10 years, if they stay in that same place, they spent $144,000. And in 15 years, they spent $216,000. Now, I'm no stranger to real estate, and I know some of you guys Google homes and you look on Zillow and some of these other sites. But have you seen a home for $216,000 in Atlanta that you could have if you would get off of that fence and stop renting and paying your landlord and put yourself in a position to purchase a home and start investing in your own asset? Like, these numbers were astounding. And it's posted to my Trish Sales Atlanta Facebook page. It's on my Instagram. It's on my Twitter. Y'all take a look at these numbers. When I saw that, I was astounded. I'm just like, people paying this amount of money, you can be purchasing your own home. And guess what? Building equity and having investment and having assets. So I just really wanted to drive that home because, like I said, this month is dedicated to the home buyer. I want to put you guys in every position to succeed. So when we are, talking about these things, then, you're educated. If you can spend $1,200, you can purchase a home. You can purchase a home. It's just getting yourself in position. And like I said, I have the contacts, the lenders, credit consultation. All of those options are available and necessary. I have those to assist you with getting yourself in position. So please don't hesitate to ask me. Like I always say, call or text me. My number is 404-817-1710. My email address is trish@trishsalesatl.com. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can direct message me. you can, like I said, call or text me. But when I saw these numbers, there's no reason why you should be paying $1,200 for rent. You should be, and even if you have to do that temporarily, that's fine. But at the 5-year mark, you spend $14,400. That's a down payment. That's a down payment for your new home. So, guys, get yourself in position, please, and thank you. Please. If you have any questions, give me a call. Okay, we will move on to the next thing really quickly, because I want to get our lender spotlight on here. Want to get our lender spotlight. Oh, one more piece of news, guys. I am having an open house this week, and yay! It's been a while. I purposely took a break to kind of get recharged, and I'm gonna pull it up on my website really quickly, so that you all can see the home that I will be doing the open house at. Put in the address. It's in East Point, Georgia. It's been fully rehabbed. Instagram, I'm sorry y'all can't see anything. I'm sorry you guys can't see anything, but I'm pulling up my open house for this weekend. Let's see. We're at 2468 Romaine. It's not coming up for some reason. Let's try to fix that. But it's at 2468 Romaine Way. It's a really, really cute house. They have renovated the inside of it. And it's just a really cute rebuild. And East Point is priced at $169,900. And like I said, I will be there on this Sunday from 2 to 4. So I will put out the promo a little bit later today so that you all will be able to see it. I'm going to log into my my system so that I can pull it up so that Facebook can at least see it. And Instagram, I love y'all, but you miss a lot when you don't look at the Facebook programming because I actually show the pictures and the videos and all of that. So when you get a chance, head on over to my Facebook page. I also upload my videos to my YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. It is Trish Sells ATL. If you subscribe to it, once I upload the video onto from YouTube, then I upload it onto YouTube from Facebook. You'll be able to see it. So Facebook land, here is the open house that I will be doing this weekend. Cute house, cute house. Got the original hardwood floors redone in the inside. Look at it. Really nice. Look at that large baseboard. Painted in that nice white. The kitchen has marble. Has granite in it. My apologies. It has a gas stove, stainless steel appliances, wood cabinetry. I mean, it's beautiful, y'all. Such a good steal inside the perimeter. Easy access to highways. Has a basement level, so it has a lot of living space. And like I said, I will be out there this Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. At 2468 Romaine Way in East Point, Georgia. So join me if you or somebody that you know is looking to purchase a home. please come out and join me to see this amazing property. It has a full renovation, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So just hit the market. So I expect a lot of activity. So if you are in the market or somebody that you know, give me a call, set up an appointment so that we can go and check it out. And if it's your forever home, you know, just let me know and we'll write a contract on it. If you're not working with another agent, hopefully you want to work with me. Okay, guys. This window, because we want to go ahead and get our lender on before she comes on. I released a video this morning. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but I am going to play it because this is the meat of what the lender will be talking about. Instagram, go to my post that I posted this morning, the 10 Commandments of Home Buying. That is what we will be talking about with our lender, Miss Nikki Chambers. She's with Fairway Mortgage company. She is a veteran in this game. She knows what she's talking about. But let me play this video for Facebook land so that they can take a look at it, because we're going to talk about these things. Thou shalt not change jobs. Thou shalt not buy a car, truck, or van, or you can live in. Thou shalt not use the car excessively or let the current accounts fall behind. Thou shalt not spend money. Thou shalt not use debt or liability for your loan application. Thou shalt not buy any furniture that is have to be closed, guys. Thou shalt not originate any increase to your credit. Thou shalt not make large deposits without checking with your loan. Last but not least, thou shalt not co-sign a loan. Please do not co-sign a loan, guys. But I am going to get our mortgage expert on this line right now so that we can talk with her about just the mortgage industry and talk about these 10 commandments of home ownership. Let's see if we can get her in. Let's see. Okay, Nikki, I don't see you on here. Let me try to get her in. And while I'm trying to do that, if y'all have any questions about our 10 commandments of home buying, please feel free to let me know. Hey, Boss Life Consulting. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube page, PGP Design Group. I appreciate you. The rent is increasing because the jobs are increasing in Georgia. So I know some people, you know, always say that they're not, they haven't gotten a cost of living raise on some of the jobs that they have been on for years. But there are jobs out there, and guys, they are raising the rental prices. Give me 1 second. Okay, it says she's in the lobby. So let's see what's going on here. Come out of that. Make this bigger. While we're trying to get our legal eagle on here. So let's see. So I've asked her to log out and log back in. I can't see her in my lobby. So I want to be sure to get her in. And this is our mortgage expert. Let's see. Maybe I don't see you. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna try to get her added in. Go to my messages. We are trying to get our mortgage expert added in to our live, guys. So bear with me, please, and thank you. Thank you so much for being patient. You know, whenever you're trying to get mass information out to people, while they are trying, you know, to change their lives and change regions and get that information, you know, the adversary gets a little upset because they don't want you to have this information. But it is my responsibility to make sure that you guys get it because, you know, those rental prices were astounding. You have people who are, you know, they are coming here and they're getting really good jobs, but, you know, it is becoming expensive. I hear the gripe with, you know, people that are, you know, they have already been living here and they haven't, you know, received a pay increase. You know, I hear you guys loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear. So hopefully, you know, we'll get some more jobs, especially for the people that are already here, so they can get some pay increases for you guys. I have Nikki's picture up here. So I'm waiting on her to come on in. So that we can get this going. Okay, it says waiting to go live. Here we go. I'm going to add her to the broadcast.
Hi guys.
Yay, how are you?
I had to step outside to get some connection, so
Gotcha. Thank you so much for being with me today.
thank you for having me, Trish. I'm so excited to get homeowners in 2019. It is time for you to purchase a home. Stop playing, sleeping. It's time to wake up because these numbers are astounding, and you're absolutely correct. Just briefly, you know, my name is Nikki Chambers. Again, I work with Fairway Mortgage, also known as Atlanta Home Loans Girl. So you can get a lot of information from my IG page. But just wanted to talk a little bit about those numbers again. $1,200 that you're giving your landlord month after month. I mean, that's a house of $195,000 to $200,000. You can have your own. You can start building your own equity. There's no excuse, especially if you're paying a landlord. Just to jump right quickly into the 10 Commandments, let's do it. Number one, okay, thou shalt not quit your job. It is so important that you are working so that you can show that you can pay for your mortgage. Please do not quit your job. Another thing too, if you are approved by an underwriter, don't go and quit your job immediately after, because you could jeopardize in getting into a home, period. Don't do it. There's a lot, everyone has a unique situation. Everyone is different. There's self-employment. There's all types of various income. And I would love to talk to you one-on-one and through a home buying consultation to really deep dive into what you should and should not be doing. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the second one. You should not. Don't go and buy a car before you buy a house unless you're looking at living in your car, like Trish stated. Do not do it, because number one, it increases your monthly expenses. And when your monthly expenses increase, it could decrease how much house you can actually afford, how much house in which you can purchase. Don't go buy a car, please. If you need, okay, everyone has situations where, something may happen, your car may break down, and you have to have a car. But what you should do is, if you know you need to purchase a house too, is talk to the experts. Give me a call. Let me say, okay, well, this is how much car you can buy based on the expenses that you currently have.
Thank you for dropping
I'm
that
going to
golden nugget.
say that again.
Thank you for dropping that golden nugget.
Yes, of course, of course. I have so many to drop, so little time, and that's why that home buying consultation is so important, so that you can understand your unique situation, when you can purchase, how much house you can afford, and the list goes on. The third, thou shall not, okay, is use credit cards excessively. Stop it. Not
Easy.
everyone drip the same, okay? Not everyone can do it the same, and that is okay. You have to know where you are in your, like I said, everyone has a unique situation. What's yours? Where are you right now? Should you be in Macy's? Okay. But really, to look at that,
Stepping on
really,
toes. Maybe.
right. The best way,
Yeah.
the best way to determine what you can spend is, are your credit cards already over the 30% utilization? Are you using 50% of that balance? If you are, you need to
Instagram.
pause. You
Instagram.
need to
Yeah.
pause.
Mm-hmm.
You need to pause, and you need to pay that down. Do not go over 30%.
30% utilization Instagram. Pause and pay. We're going to
Pause and pay.
hashtag that. Pause. Yeah.
Do not go shopping for those new pair of shoes. Do not go buy that purse, because guess what, honey? Guess what, sis? You can't afford it. And that's just me bringing and giving it to you the real, especially if you want to be a homeowner in 2019. It
Yeah,
is time for a sacrifice.
it
And
is.
that's what it is.
And the mantra
Um,
actually is that if you can't pay for it twice, you can't afford it. And so that means
right,
that if you have a pair of shoes that you like, and if you can't pay $240, they're $120. So if you can't pay $240, it means that you can't afford it. So just
right,
think about that when you're making your purchases, okay?
right.
Just to get you
Absolutely.
information and get you in order, to start making these sacrifices for purchasing a home.
Right. And when you start making those sacrifices, you'll realize you have a lot more to save, a lot more savings, which leads me to the next thou shall not.
Mm-hmm.
Spend your closing money. Please do not come to the table short, because you won't close. You
You
won't get the keys. It won't happen.
no
Save with a purpose.
Yeah.
Have that goal in mind. You have to visualize that goal. What is your end going to be? Is it me passing? Is it Trish passing you the keys? These are things that you really have to visualize and keep in mind when you want to go on that vacation, when you want to go out, and kind of hit the town. You can't. All right. This
Right.
is what you need to be doing if you want to be a homeowner in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is, don't lie to me, please. We are
Thank you for being honest, and don't lie to me either, guys, please,
do
because
not.
I'm trying to connect you with somebody that is going to help you. So we need the sugar, the honey, and the tea. Okay.
Hello.
We need
All that.
all of it. We don't need no icing on it. We need the truth. Okay. So I
And
need
that is really to see what
yes,
exactly we're stirring up here, because
yes.
you don't want to admit your debt. All it's going to do is hurt you, because we're going to find out about it. We're going to have to add it to your monthly expenses. And again, it could affect the house that you really want.
Mhm.
And you don't want to do that. Next, whew, I don't know why people do it, and I've done it. Said I'm not gonna lie, I've done it myself, and that's why I'm in this business to help educate millennials, especially about making certain moves and how to make them. This leads me to number 6: Thou shalt not buy that statement piece until you have some place to put it. Don't buy furniture before you closed on your home. Don't go do it. As much as fun as it is, it's not smart. It's not a good move. You'll just end up with a whole lot of U-Haul and nowhere to put it. So
Okay.
you do not want to do that. Thou shall not open a new account. Please.
Listen,
Just because I tell you you are pre-approved for a home, that does not mean to go see if you can get qualified for some K jewelry or
help you.
for
Help you.
anything.
Helping people today. We giving y'all
Anything.
the 10
Kohl's
commandments.
card,
Yes.
Express,
Yes.
Macy's, don't do it. Don't open new accounts until you've closed on your biggest transaction of your life, which is
Yes.
buying yourself a home. Buy that first. The
Mhm.
next one is thou shalt not make large deposits without checking with me. Please
Mhm.
don't do it, because it's just more documentation that you are going to have to provide. It's going to prolong the process, and you never want to prolong the process. Do not do it.
And
Uh,
prolonging the process can affect your contract because if you told that seller that you're going to close in 30 days and then you turn around and you go and buy some furniture, you go to K jewelry, you go, to and you get you win the Mega Millions and you make a deposit into your account, then we got more documentation paperwork and it's going to lengthen the days. So like I
yes,
said, guys, let us know what's going on. No,
right, absolutely.
there's nothing that I haven't heard. There is nothing that I have not heard. So, everything is confidential, but let us know so that we know how to help you guys. Okay?
Right. And
Okay.
don't midway through the process change bank accounts. Try to keep everything consistent, the same. It definitely makes you look a lot better instead of flipping, flopping in all over the place, changing bank accounts, changing jobs. Anything with the change, you should run it through the expert first before doing it, because you don't want to jeopardize your home buying. You don't want to jeopardize those keys, so don't do it. And this is lastly number 10. It is so important, and people do not realize how important it is.
Woo, they don't.
Please do not co-sign on a loan for anyone. And
Do
the reason
not
is you're taking
co-sign.
on their debt. You are trusting that they're going to pay it on time. And if they don't pay it on time, then it is on you. And if they've been late, then again, it is on you. So you do not want to co-sign on a loan for anyone. Do not. I'm going to tell you no. If you call me and say you have to, I'm still going to tell you no,
Nope.
because it's just a bad
Care.
idea.
If
It's
it's
not good.
mom, if it's dad, if it's daughter, son, we like I said, we heard it all, and we understand that they want that new car, but you're gonna have to tell them no,
Not
no,
today.
home
Not today.
precedes car,
Yes.
home precedes car, and so no to the co-signing. Just no,
No.
no.
It's just a no. So, and that is the 10 commandments of the home buying process. While you're in the process, just getting started with the process.
Mm-hmm.
If you missed any of that, that's okay, because I will walk you through my home buying consultation. You don't want to not be a homeowner in 2019. Let's just get started. It's important. Education is key to getting your keys. You have to be educated so that you can make a sound decision and get the homes of your dream.
That is correct. Now, Nikki, tell me about some products that you're offering for, our various, we have a plethora of buyers that we run into. But what are some staple products that you guys have?
I really love the VA products. Anytime that I could help service men and women who've served this country, I am happy. I love it, and I am a military mortgage specialist. But the special thing about this product is it's 100% financing, means zero down payment.
Mhm.
It's a way of really just saying thank you for your service. And so that product itself is one I really love. Another one is USDA. It's the same. It's 100% financing as well, zero down. But during this government shutdown, if you did not know, they are not approving those USDA loans. So that means you might have to look at what we call the FHA program, where you put 3.5% down, government backed. You do have mortgage insurance through the life of the loan. So that really leads me to the one I love, and that is our conventional program for first time home buyers, where you have to put at least 3% down. So it's an excellent program. Again, everyone is unique in their own situations. So it really is just getting into that consultation to see where you are.
That is awesome, Nikki. Are there any other nuggets that you would like to leave with our fellow home buyers who will be watching this or watching the replay? Just some words of wisdom from the mortgage expert. We went through the 10 Commandments. So, is there anything else that you would like to leave them?
Yeah, I mean, words of wisdom, I would say, is trust the process. The individuals who are in front of me, Trish, you have to trust what we are saying, because we're going to get you the keys, and we are going to educate you so that you have that home of your dreams and of your choice. It's a process. It's sacrifice, and you cannot give up on it, because you have to see again, visualize that goal, visualize your end goal of home ownership.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much. I have your
Thank
information
you.
running across the screen. If you have any
Wonderful.
additional questions for Nikki, Instagram, her number is 404-423-5838, 404-423-5838. And her email address is nikki.chambers@fairwaymc.com. And that is nikki.chambers@fairwaymc.com. If you didn't catch that, then just send me a direct message, and I'll get that information to you.
Thank you so much for having me, Trish.
No problem. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye. Wow, y'all. Nikki went through that thing with y'all. And I'm telling you, if you just listen and just allow us, the real estate professionals, the mortgage professionals, the appraisers, the inspectors, the closing attorneys, if you all would just allow us to do what we do, I promise you without a shadow of a doubt, you will get, and let me find it. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Give me 1 second. I promise you that if you will allow us to do our job, we promise you this is what you will get. This right here. But just let us do what we do. Be honest with us. So that we can do our job to the best of our ability. And you will get the keys to your new home. And I had this made because it's very symbolic. This is the goal. The goal is a good relationship, a forever client, and the goal is for you to get your key. Okay? So you all keep that in mind, because we all work together for your good and for that goal of you purchasing your home. So we are going to move on to Camelia's Corner. Camelia Hines Ruffin, Esquire. She is our legal eagle. That is who I depend on heavily when it says real estate knowledge, real estate law, especially. And she did another commandment, and it's one of the real estate legal and real estate law commandments. And I'm going to pop her information on the screen. She sent it to me. Of course, being an attorney, she's in and out of mediation, litigation, closings, and all of that. So she sent me a blurb today to let you all know, and I'm reading it. It says, "Thou shalt not lie." Now, we've been saying that a lot today, guys. So please understand that there is no stone unturned. We have heard so many things, but the most important thing that we need you to do, you're welcome, Nikki. The most important thing that we need you guys to do is to tell the truth. So this is from our legal eagle, Camelia Hines Ruffin with the Ruffin Firm. Her information is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Instagram, I'll read it to you. But what she is saying as well is thou shalt not lie. Avoid mortgage fraud. What is mortgage fraud? That is providing false information on your application, either by deliberate omission or misrepresentation of facts and numbers. Be careful to become an unwitting participant in a scheme with real estate professionals gaming the system. Whether the reason for mortgage fraud is to obtain a primary residence or profit, the penalties can be severe, ranging from fines, jail time, or restitution. At all times, be diligent, be transparent, and be honest. And that's even with me. I am not just a real estate agent, I am a realtor. Because I am a realtor, I am held to another set of ethics standard. And so guess what? Tell me the truth. If you don't tell me the truth, then I'm going to turn you in. I'm going to say, I didn't know anything about it. So if you're trying to purchase a home as your primary resident, that's what you tell me. If you're trying to do it for an investment property, please tell me that. If you're trying to purchase a home for your mom, tell me that. So that way we know how to navigate this thing and that we don't get into any legal trouble. So that's our tidbit from our legal eagle, Camelia Hines Ruffin with the Ruffin Firm. She is our eyes and ears legally when it comes to real estate. If you want to give her a call, if you have any questions about mortgage fraud and what is constituted as mortgage fraud, you can give her a call at 470-373-3624, 470-373-3624. She can also be reached by email at cruffin, RUFFIN, at theruffinfirm.com. That email address again is cruffin at theruffinfirm.com. So guys, just remember that now, because we kind of we want to do good things, and we want to make sure that everything that we do in decency and in order, y'all. So thank you so much for that. Our last thing that we're going to do before we kind of close out is the inspector insights. I have one of my inspectors that I work with. He also provides me with a weekly tip. And so I want to share that with you guys. When you're purchasing a home, one of the things that you must do, has to be done is getting an inspection. Usually when you are purchasing a new home, because you're working with a builder and they are kind of inspecting the house the whole way, especially with new construction, everything that's done, the bullet points, once the foundation is laid, you're notified, once the frame goes up, you're notified. So you'll kind of be looking at it along the way. And then the builder has a checklist. So when you're purchasing a resale, I recommend that you always get an inspection done. With the new construction, because it's being constructed and they do have checks and balances with that, I always recommend that you get an inspection done at the 9-month anniversary mark, so that anything that needs to be completed for your warranty, that you're in a position to get that completed. So here is a tip actually from our resident inspector from Vantage Inspection Services. And it talks about protecting your pipes this winter. So, in Atlanta, it's been a little cold lately. It has been brick cold. We normally don't see this in Atlanta, but nevertheless, we have to learn how to protect our home, because when you purchase a home, it's your investment, it's your asset. So you can't call your landlord and say, hey, my pipe burst. This becomes your responsibility. So part of my inspector giving tips is so that, it puts you in a position to understand what it is that you will need to do. So in protecting your pipes, it reads, insulating your water pipes can help to prevent a costly repair. Water expands as it freezes and can cause your pipes to crack and burst. I don't know if you all have ever seen, well, you see it on the news when the pipes burst in the street and it shuts down the water. You can't drink the water and it shuts down the street. They will do that in homes too and potentially flood your home. Leaving your faucets dripping in very cold weather is a great way to help prevent pipes from freezing. A burst pipe can result in substantial damage. Here are some ideas to help winterize your pipes and avoid a potential disaster. Drain water from outside faucets and sprinkler systems will keep those pipes from bursting. So once the weather starts changing over, for those who have spigots outside, for those who have sprinkler systems, you have to drain that water so that it doesn't burst. Disconnect and store outside water hoses. So your water hose should not still be connected to your house on the during the winter time. So if you have, because we're going to have some cold temperatures next week in Atlanta. So if you have some, your water hose is still connected to your spigot, please take it off, guys. Please, 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 because we don't want you to have any damage to your home. Cover your outdoor faucets with foam insulators. That's also a great idea to keep them warm. Protect water pipes that run through unheated areas of your home with insulation, such as crawl space, basements, or garage. So he's basically saying that, you know, put some insulation on it. So when it gets really cold outside, those pipes don't freeze and then ultimately burst. Make sure you know where your water shutoff valve is located in case of an emergency.